just wanted to show you our Texting While Driving app and give you a quick orientation to that because you're going to use it to figure out for our texting and driving situation whether or not the car is going to travel far enough to hit the obstacle in the road, aka the other student in our video intro, which would be bad, of course. So we just did a constant acceleration, changing speed, changing velocity problem that was really complicated. It had a square root in it. Wouldn't it be great if we had something that did all of that for us automatically, did all of the calculations? Well, lo and behold, we have it. So if you look at this app, I'm going to help you get oriented to it, show you what it means and how to read it, and get you ready so you can use it to work through a worksheet for practice in class and then finish it for homework, and then we'll catch back up on Thursday. So first things first, this is our master copy for teachers. We don't want all 120 of you changing this at the same time. So the first thing you do once you open this from Canvas is go to File and make a copy. Get your own copy into your own Google Drive. Once you do that, open your copy, and then you can start kind of looking around and playing around with it. Plus, if you mess it up, our master copy will always be there, so you can come back and start from scratch if you have to. So, spreadsheets in general, it has all these boxes all over the place. And the way that we read locations and talk about which box is what, first off, is we call each box a cell. And cells are designated by the row that they're in, as well as, the row, which goes across the screen with numbers. So these are rows that I'm highlighting on the left side of the screen. And they're also designated by columns, which I'm highlighting now, and those are designated by letters. So for example, if I want to know which cell my number for the initial speed of the car is in, the starting speed, I can click on it, and it's highlighting in a slightly darker gray the column letter B and the row number 4 for that cell. So my starting speed is in cell B4 is the way that we would talk about that. My total distance the car travels between getting a text message for a driver, being distracted, seeing the obstacle and putting their foot on the brake, and then braking distance is this red cell over here. It's in F9. So cells are referred to by letters and numbers that show their location in the spreadsheet. So here's the cool thing about this app that we've put together for you. You can change the inputs and it is going to automatically update the output. So let's say I want to see what happens if our driver speeds up. Right now they're going 25 miles per hour through the parking lot. What if they up that to 40? They're not being very safe. I can type in 40, hit enter, and my total distance updates as well. It went from 20 meters to 39 meters. It almost doubled. That's a pretty significant increase. And all of the other output numbers updated at the same time. I can take it back to 25 and get back to my previous numbers as well. That was a whole lot of calculating in an instant. That's pretty sweet. So you are going to get to know how to use this software to help you figure out our texting and driving situation and make recommendations. Is the law that Oregon updated in 2017 make sense? Is it too much? What is this really a problem? We're going to use this tool to help use our physics to figure that out. One other little thing, how is it doing the calculation? We know we've been doing some problem solving with our constant velocity formulas from our buggy lab. We've started doing some problem solving with constant acceleration from our freefall mini lab and our ramp lab, and using those formulas to figure these things out. If you dig under the hood, because eventually later in the year, you're going to make your own app spreadsheet like this. So you need to start learning how it's doing the calculations. So I'm going to work through one example of how to read that for you so that you'll have all the skills you need to start tackling that worksheet and learning how this really works under the hood. If I click on distraction distance and I look up above, there's a formula bar under like all of the editing functions for your spreadsheet that is telling me how the spreadsheet is calculating that distraction distance. It's telling me that not like D equals V times T, because it is a constant velocity situation. That would be the right formula. But you have to actually tell the spreadsheet, where is the velocity? Well, the initial velocity of the car in meters per second is in cell B11. Mr. Reynolds is looking at this as we speak as well. So now you see why we need to have a different spreadsheet for each of you. What he's doing up at 5:15 in the morning in Oregon, I don't know, but I'll find out when I get back. The other thing it's doing, oh, the asterisk means multiply, because X is X on the computer keyboard, so we need a different symbol for multiply. And then B6 is our distraction time. So there is our velocity times our time, but we have to kind of translate that into spreadsheet speak by telling the spreadsheet where to pull the numbers in to do the calculation. We can hit enter or click outside of the cell and we see the answer back. So you're going to have some time to investigate this, to play around with this spreadsheet with your copy, and work through the Texting While Driving app worksheet. Get as far as you can on that. The rest is for homework, and I will catch up with you guys on Thursday. Thanks, everybody. Bye.